G'day guys, welcome back. I've got a little squishy tiny area here today because I've got a big huge painting just next to me that's taking up more than 3/4 of my table, but I wanted to pour tonight. I wanted to do a pour like Sarah Mac did. I loved her recent pour that she did, the cloud pour. So I'm trying to get as close to her colours as I can. I don't have any Arteza, so I'm just working with Liquitex Basics and just trying to match similar colours, I guess, and see if I can make a really pretty pour like hers. Right, just Floetrol. I'll show you these and I can get everything off my table. Just Floetrol for the pouring medium today. Everything's been mixed 2 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint, except for the gold. And this is the gold I'm using. It's also by Decoart, as is the Extreme Sheen, but this one is just called Metallics, Gold Metallics, bright metallic paint. That's that one. So that one's been mixed 1:1 with Floetrol. Everything else is mixed 2:1. The white, I've mixed that 2:1 Floetrol as well, and then I've got a dollop of the white Satin Enamel to make some little cloudy effects. More like puffy rings, really. I don't really want clouds, but puffy rings. And then, so that's the white. This one here is Liquitex Basics in the copper. This one is a mixture of cadmium red and magenta, and then a little bit of black just to darken it. The gold I've told you about. This one here, the turquoise, is a mix of phthalo blue and phthalo green with a little blob of black to darken it. And lucky last is raw sienna, that one there. So I think that's pretty much as close as I could get to what Sarah had with her colours. Now when you're doing a ring pour, and you want to keep your rings, you really do need to have a relatively thick mix. You just have to be careful that it's not too thick. So it's a fine line. I'm just checking these again. So there's no silicone oil in any of them. I think my red might be a little bit thick. Just going to put a little splash of water in that one. I just used regular tap water, just a little splash. And I'm just reusing this canvas that I had, just to see if this works. Little trial, and if I need to change anything, then I can go to another canvas tomorrow. Okay, dust out of the bottom, a little bit of white in the bottom. Not a lot, just a little bit. And then some copper. Probably going to have 2 or 3 layers of colour. And then in with my, call it a burgundy, it looks like a burgundy. And some gold. And I'll pop in some more white. I made up a little bit more white just because I thought I might need a little bit of extra white. And then I can always put some on the corners if I need to. And then some turquoise. And the sienna. Now feeling a little bit thick to me. May have to change that up tomorrow. Some more red and some gold. Whoops, that was a lot of gold. Some more white and some turquoise again. Hopefully I've got enough to do one more layer of the turquoise. Some copper. And some red, sienna, mixing it up a little bit, just whatever's looking nice. More white and some more gold. What else do I want to put in there? I want to put some more of the turquoise. All right, let's put some more turquoise in. Finish that off. And finish off with a little bit of white. And I'll just pop a little bit of white on each corner, and then I'm done with the white. I think that's empty. Still want to have some more goes with the pearl paws and the meteor paws. Actually, that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to try a cloud paw and try and get my little black meteors up along the edges. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Let's move these out of the way. A little bit of paint left. Actually, I might just finish that off with some more of that lovely burgundy colour. Why not? Okay. Are we ready? Let's do this. Now, I'm going to get nice and close because I want big rings. The higher you get, the further the paint has to fall, and tends to get a little bit wriggly, whereas if you get really close, you can go in nice big ribbons. And I think that tends to look nicer. And I'm changing directions. And again, just so that everything's changed up a little bit. Oh, I've got way too much gold in this. Look at it all. Change directions again. You know how when you're doing ring paws, you get a big block of colour, of one colour on the one side? So I thought if I can change directions, maybe and get like a prettier design. Wow, that gold is strong. I'll remember that for next time. Don't put so much gold in. All right, I'm going to torch it. What's my torch? Everything's away behind my table because I've got no room on my table. Just pop some of these bubbles. Okay, so that's a learning experience. Don't use so much gold. I'll remember that. So I'll no doubt want to do this again. But let's see what happens. It just looks as if there's a lot of gold on here. Let's go around in a big circle first. And yes, you can go off. I'm really not liking this. Oh dear. Note to self, don't put white next to red. And not so much gold either. Now I'll turn this around so that you can see. And be really careful not to get any paint on my beautiful canvas next to me on my right. Now I want to keep some of that gold on the bottom if I can. Okay, well, it's very red and it's very gold. So I've obviously got way too much red and way too much gold in here. All right, let me wipe my hands and then I'm going to give it a quick torch. I think I've got too much white in my layers. That's why I've got this such a big puffiness here. I've had my layer of white may have been too big. Torch. It's very pretty and shiny, I'll give it that. It's just I've lost a lot of my turquoise. I think my mix could have been a little bit thicker, you know. I probably didn't need to add my little blob of water. So I did add just a touch of water because I wanted to just get a small mound. I was getting too big a mound. But that's okay, look, it's not bad for the first attempt. Actually, if I stand in different areas, if I stand here, it looks really gold. And if I move across there, then it's more red. Now, what do I want to do? Do I want to take some back a little bit? I think that'll do. I don't want to move it too much. That'll do. I'll take you down. Well, it's not like yours, Sarah, but I'll keep trying. Actually, maybe I've made, see how my rings are really thick? I probably made, when I was doing my rings, I probably made them too big. I probably needed to make them tighter, you know, as in tighter rings, smaller, because the satin enamel and the gold really puff them up. So I guess it depends what look you're after, really. But if you stand here, it's quite gold, and then if you come over here, see what I mean? It's like really quite pink, depending on where you're standing, because I've got the light shining on it there, so it looks really quite gold. And then out of the light, it's more red. So once it dries, I think it's going to be really pretty. Yeah, okay, so tomorrow I'll go again, a little bit less gold, smaller rings, maybe a little bit less red too, burgundy. All right, so there it is. What do you think? It's quite pretty, isn't it? All right, thanks for watching. Take you in for a bit of a close-up. Actually, if I go that way, you can see the gold. Shimmer, shimmer, look at that. Pretty, isn't it? I don't think it needs the copper, personally. Although it has kind of made this cute little rose gold colour over here with the red. It's got a pretty middle there, little centre. So, yeah, not bad for a first attempt. Yeah, make it maybe a little bit thicker and smaller rings. Okay. I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now.